Alright, there we go. Good morning. Oh wow, hold on. Why is my music's way too loud on my side? Alright, here we go. Try this again. Had some technical difficulties there. Technical difficulties. Although it's nice that YouTube makes it pretty easy to clean up your stuff when you do inadvertently duplicate your stream. Network Bib. Hello Network Bib, how you doing? I'm just hanging out, man. I'm working and chatting with you guys. What are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, these kinds of streams are basically just time to chat with you guys, interact with you all. Vishal, hey bro, what's up? Hello Vishal, how are you? Thanks for stopping into the stream again. Appreciate you. Nothing much is really going on here. Just getting the workday started, you know. It's Monday morning here in the States, so start of a new week. What about you, Vishal? What's going on in your world? Vishal, I like your beard. It looks amazing. Does it look like I have a beard? I mean, I might have a little 5 o'clock shadow going on because I haven't shaved. I shaved yesterday morning. Network Bib, do you know about those nanobots from Big Hero 6? No, Network Bib, I do not. But I love that movie, and those bots seem like a very cool piece of tech. I would love to have my own Baymax one day. The Big Tommy 13. Hello, Steven. Hello, the Big Tommy. I saw you joined our Discord, so nice to have you there, man. Network Bib, I'm recreating those nanobots. No, you're not, Network Bib. I call bullshit on that. Pixar, it didn't happen. Those things are science fiction. Vishal, what you do for a living? I'm a quality engineer is what I do. So if you can actually go to my channel description, my LinkedIn is in the channel description if you're curious and want to do some cyber stalking on my career this far. But I've changed careers several times. I used to be a food scientist. Before that, I was a personal trainer. I worked as a medical scribe. Then I was a project manager for a little bit for a millwright company, doing like industrial construction type stuff. And then I was a support analyst, and currently now I'm a quality engineer. I love the Big Hero. I do too. Baymax is the best network. Oh yes, I already have a design for it. I'm still working on it. I'll send it on Discord. Well, I'm glad you have a design for it, but do you really think you can build nano robots all by yourself? Like, how are you even going to get the material to do that? Vishal, wow, you're a multi-talented guy. Good to hear. Well, Vishal, I don't say that. I don't mean to say that in such a way that makes me seem like I'm multi-talented. I think I'm particularly good at learning things, like learning new skills. But it's more just to say that, like, I've done what I've done for work has changed a lot over the last 10 years or 15 years, I guess. I'm 31 now. I started working when I was 15. I haven't had, like, I wouldn't say I've had a ton of jobs. I've just had a lot of different jobs. Network bib, not nano, but 5 centimeter high. Okay, so network bib, I'm not trying to come at you, but let me just challenge you a little bit here. So, where are you going to get the material for the robots? Who's going to machine the robots? Who's going to do the electronics for the robots? Okay, yeah, I see your picture. But, like, where are you going to get the processor? I'm just saying, like, I think that maybe you've bitten off more than maybe you can chew. Just doesn't seem realistic to me, in my opinion. You're going to 3D print everything. Interesting. Well, how's that going to work? Because one of the features of the nanobots in Big Hero 6 is the fact that they're like metal. They can like come together like magnets. It's a DIY project. Well, I'm rooting for you, Network Bib. It seems very ambitious, but you know, I mean, that's how people make break things. You need to wait and you will see. Okay, I'll wait and see, man. I'll wait and see. We'll check back. We have to check in occasionally on your progress. Big Tommy, that sounds like a good idea, but you have to plan all this. Yeah, I mean, that's, I'm not trying. I don't want to make it seem like I'm trying to shit on your idea. I think it's a really cool idea. It's just, I don't know. I mean, that's kind of the weird thing, right? Is like people who accomplish big, crazy ideas often underestimate the amount of work to accomplish said big, crazy ideas. But that is like a feature. It's not a bug, because if you knew how hard it would be, you probably would never try in the first place. So there's a little bit, you kind of need that little bit of ignorance, right? Because otherwise, no, like, you know, if you had told, for example, what's the guy? I think the NVIDIA CEO has said this in an interview. He said, like, if he knew how hard it would be to start and build NVIDIA, he probably would have never done it, and probably wouldn't do it a second time. So I mean, it's almost like it's a feature, right? So I'm rooting for you, Network Bib. I'm rooting for you. Network Bib, bye. Gotta go. See you, Network Bib. Good luck with your with the nano robots, man. Sounds like an exciting project, and I look forward to hearing updates, man. Just a fair warning, I'm down to my last sip of coffee, so at some point I'm going to step away and get more coffee. Yeah, I mean, I hope Network Bib didn't take. I know I probably came off a little bit like an asshole there, but I really wasn't trying to be. I just, when people tell me stuff that they're gonna build stuff like that, I feel, I don't know. I feel like I should like share my honest reaction, which is just a little bit of suspicion, you know? Like, not suspicious of them, just suspicious of the complexity. Pigeon, yo, yo, yo. What's up, people? What's up, Pigeon? There's no go happening at the moment. We're just kind of hanging out and chatting, but good to see you, Pigeon. Pablo, what's up, Pablo? Hey, Pablo. Just because I know that you're interested in the MCP world, did you see that OpenAI, I guess last week endorsed or adopted the Model Context Protocol? That's pretty cool, huh? Nikki, what's up, man? How are you? Let's see. The Big Tommy. Yeah, that's genuine. Yeah, good. I hope it came off that way. The Big Tommy. I hope he didn't. I hope that didn't upset him. Ryan Palladino. Jesus loves you, Steven. Well, that's kind of you, Ryan. That's very kind of you, and he loves you too. Pigeon, nice to see you too, guys. Yeah, good to see you, man. Pablo, yeah, I heard they were working on it and got released midweek last week, right? Yeah, they made an announcement. Like, I missed it. I didn't even know until this morning when I was kind of scrolling through my Google News feed, and I saw there was a TechCrunch article about it that was published like Monday or Tuesday last week, which is pretty cool. I think it's cool because that means the more of the foundation model companies buy into a protocol like that, the more likely it's actually to gain weight, right? Nikki, fine. Thanks, and you? I'm doing well. Yeah, no complaints. It's Monday morning, so we're just we're getting our work week started over here. Network bib. Oh yeah, I always forget that about people like age. So that yeah, which is good, right? Yeah, I agree, Pablo. It's nice to try a difficult project and learn. Agree. How much am I missing by not using MCP? I think Pablo has actually. I think he's implemented some of his own MCPs. I've only dabbled in it a little bit. Yeah, 10%. Yeah, yeah. I just think that it's that. Like, I had a conversation this morning with one of my coworkers about this. About how if the foundation models continue to get better and better and better, I think something like MCP makes the most sense, right? Because you have a lot of people who are spending a lot of time building like these bespoke agentic tools and frameworks and applications. But to me, if the foundation models continue to get better and better, in my opinion, it makes more sense to just have a layer that enables the foundation models to do more agentic like things. In my opinion, I guess is where my head's at. The Big Tommy 13. What do you do in office hours? I literally do this. So I don't really work on any project because like I'm actually like working. But it's almost like if we were sitting in the office hanging out together working on stuff and we were just talking about what was ever topics of the day. You know, it can be programming related, it can be coding related, doesn't have to be. It's just time to interact with you guys. Yeah, it depends on how much. MIMSI gives you tools to AI that can help you use more and more AI. If you are not already using AI in your day-to-day, it's not really enough to change that. Yeah, I guess, yeah, in terms of like how it impacts your individual level, but I guess as somebody who's thinking a lot about how to build stuff with AI or how to use AI, like to me, it just doesn't make sense to invent the wheel, right? Like if I already have a bunch of data in Postgres and I want to give that context to the LLM, like it makes much more sense to just have a layer of abstraction that's basically like an LLM. You know how like there's GUIs and there's TUIs, you know? Now we're going to start talking about like LLM UIs, right? Like interfaces that are specifically crafted around making things consumable or usable by the LLMs. COD newbie. What experience do you have working with employers with unrealistic deadlines? I have plenty. I have plenty. I've worked for demanding, not, I don't necessarily say employers, but demanding managers. And I think COD newbie, what you have to do there is you have to be proactive and you have to manage up. And the best way I found to do that is using data. So I keep like obsessive tracking around my time and how I use my time and how long each task takes. So that when I am questioned about something, I can like point at this and be like, this is what I was working on today, or this is what I worked on this week, and this is how long it took, and here's why it took that long. Obviously, it's never good to get in an argument with your employer because you're probably always going to lose those arguments 9 times out of 10. But I think it just helps. If you have to have those conversations, it helps to have a leg to stand on. Nikki, did you saw what I sent you? Are you talking about your portfolio site, Nikki, in Discord? Yeah, I looked at it, man. It looks great. Looks awesome. Way to go. I guess you redid the one you sent. You sent me one earlier, like a month ago. So. Yeah. Steven, what's the poster behind you? It's Albert Einstein. It's like a portrait of Albert Einstein. See if I can. There you go. Yeah. Just a big portrait painting of Albert Einstein. We got it at TJ Maxx, I think my wife said. We've had it for a long time. It's like one of the first things we bought when we got a place together. Or actually, it may have been a couple of years into living together we bought it. But I'm an Einstein fan. And I know there's people out there that are going to say, yeah, but Einstein kind of sucked on some things. And yes, he did. Like, one of my biggest critiques about Albert Einstein after reading his biography, there's a really good Walter Isaacson biography on him, is like the way he treated his first wife and their daughter they had together. But there's things that I really, really admire about Albert Einstein as well. COD newbie, thanks. That was really helpful. Yeah, of course. Like COD newbie, I just like there is a reality. Hold on, Nikki. Yeah, that's the new one. Nikki, I preferred your first portfolio you sent me. The first one was very good. This one was good too. I preferred this. I think I preferred the style of the first one. Yeah. So COD newbie, what I was gonna say is like, you may still lose those discussions. Like when people, I mean, obviously your employer is sort of the definer of reality at your workplace. So, but if you do ever have to sit in a meeting and say, you know, well, why are we a week late, or why did this take 2 more weeks than we originally expected? You know, to have some data. I also COD newbie, the other thing I would give you advice on from a project management perspective in relation to deadlines is you should always aim to be an over communicator, right? So if something gets delayed, if something takes longer than you expected, you should communicate that early and often, as soon as you know. That can also help mitigate some of those conversations. Pigeon, at Steven Freeborn, I studied physics at university. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I took Physics 1 and Physics 2, the calculus-based versions of those classes. And Yeah, physics 1 was okay. Physics 2, like when we got into electromagnetism and all that, that was rough for me personally. The Big Tommy 13. You're such a chill guy. Well, I appreciate that, Big Tom. That's what we aim for here. We aim for chill vibes. uh, Pigeon, everywhere in Mozart physics, there are signs of Einstein. Oh, that's cool. That's good to know. Yeah, I guess though a little bit like the big knock on Einstein is Einstein never really, from a physics perspective, is he never really came around to the quantum world, right? And that's the quantum mechanics is becoming more and more like the way in which to think about certain aspects of the world. The Big Tommy, do you play video games on stream sometimes? I haven't. My kids, I have 2 kids, and they love video games, and I like video games too. And they're always telling me, they're like, you'd have more followers and more subscribers if you played games. uh, they like to be my they like YouTube. They use YouTube Kids is what we let them watch. And they have YouTubers they like to follow. And they're always like, yeah, they're always giving me like YouTube advice, like, yeah, you should play games on stream. You know, more people would like that. But the Big Tommy, I haven't played any games on stream. But if people would be into that, I wouldn't be opposed to it. My number 1 game I play right now is Call of Duty. That's kind of the primary one that I play if I'm going to sit down and spend some time on the sticks. It's Call of Duty. But I play Fortnite with my boys. I play Minecraft sometimes with them. Just whatever game they want to play, I'll usually play with them. Pigeon. Yep, Physics 1 and 2, and then there were 3 and 4, which is an intro to modern stuff. Yeah, I just had Physics 1 and Physics 2. That was all I had to take to satisfy my my degree, which was biochemistry. Nikki Eck is I don't know what you're saying, Nikki. The story twist, bro, keep smiling. Oh, I appreciate that story twist. I will definitely, man. There's not much to be down about. My wife is healthy, my kids are healthy, I'm healthy, so the rest is all icing on the cake. Pigeon, Einstein started quantum with the photoelectric effect. Yeah, but Pigeon, didn't Einstein and Niels Bohr kind of have it out over, like, Niels Bohr, was it Niels Bohr? Like, Niels Bohr was kind of your, was kind of the guy who started this whole, like, interpretations of quantum mechanics and stuff, and Einstein just didn't seem to really get it. Or not that he didn't get it, but I guess he didn't believe in it as much. Or believe is probably the wrong word. I don't know what the right word is. Maybe Pigeon knows more, but yeah, that was my interpretation. Is that Einstein had some beef with the quantum guys. The story twist. Why are you so? I don't know, man. I don't know. Story twist. Ick is vervielen translates to I am bored. Oh, Nikki, we'll find something to do, man. Life's full of stuff. You can find something to do. You mean the Bohr model? I just mean Niels Bohr, like the physicist. I know him and Einstein, I guess, had some pretty epic debates. Bro, I subscribed. Well, I appreciate that, man. That's nice. Azim, hi Steve. Just wrapped up my how do I say that? Eid celebration. Well, that's awesome, man. I don't know what that is, but I'm glad you wrapped it up, dude. Good to see you again, Azim. Thanks for stopping in, man. Zen HQX. Hey, man, what's up? How are you guys? Pigeon, Einstein disagreed with QT. That's correct, but he really pushed guys like Maxwell and Bohr and Heisenberg. Yeah, like Maxwell, Bohr, and Heisenberg, they were kind of like the next generation of physicists, and so I just, I feel like there was some natural friction in there, you know? It's like millennials versus boomers. Story twist. I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess write code and lift weights. Cause that's about all I spend my time doing these days. Network bib. Oh, network bib. Don't start threatening people. See, Zen HQ MVR equals NH 2 times pi. What? Describes the quantization of angular momentum in Bohr's model of the atom. Nice. Yeah, I guess we got some physicists in the chat. It's kind of funny to see you try Afrikaans. Yeah, it's kind of funny to see me pronounce anything that isn't English. And even then, sometimes it's funny to see me say it. No, that's weird, Story Twist. Yeah, see you, bye-bye. Have a nice day. Eli, bro, my grandma died yesterday. Oh, that's too bad, Eli. Wishing you the best, man. Sucks when stuff like that happens. Pablo, I'm glad I just have physics 2 left. Yeah. I was very happy when I finished physics 2. And I was done with that area of study. Yeah, that class was a struggle. The first my physics 1 course was okay, but the teacher was quite a hard ass. His name was Roger Chelf, I think. I actually think he might have passed away. But I actually don't know for certain. The story twist. Story twist, you're turning a little bit into a troll. A little bit into the troll. #05 Cam, I will sub you. Are a small content creator, so I'm gonna help you out and like. Oh, I appreciate that, #05 Cam. I mean, not that like I'm looking for charity, but thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate you, bro. By the way, Eli, I don't really know what the first part of your message is saying there, but appreciate the good vibes, man. There's only 2 likes on stream, which is me and Network Bib. Come on, guys. Let's see. May those that leave this plane find peace in the next. Good morning. Well, that's a very kind sentiment, KJ, and good morning to you as well. Pablo, I haven't done it yet. Yeah, well, good luck, Pablo. I mean, you'll probably do fine, man. You're obviously a very smart and intelligent human being, so I doubt you'll have the same struggles that I had. Azim, you got a lot of new audience today. Yeah, there's been like 22 people, it seems like. That's pretty crazy for one of my streams. Nikki, I'm new here. Okay. I mean, that's cool with me, Nikki. If you'd like to claim such. Pablo, I'll come find you if I do that. I know you enjoyed physics so much. Yeah, no, I might be. I'll probably be as much help to you as I am to my third grader on his math homework. It's Monday, end of the month. Welcome everyone. It is Monday, and it is the end of the month, which is pretty crazy. Like it's kind of crazy that already a fourth of the year is already gone. It goes by so fast. Zen HQ, bro, your new shorts are cooking, man. Oh, awesome. I appreciate that you're enjoying them. I try to just think of funny stuff, that's funny to me, and then I make if it makes me laugh, then I post it. And so if other people find humor in it, that's good. Arian Chowdhury, what's popping, my man? Nothing. Nothing is popping. We are having ourselves just a pretty normal chill Monday. Yeah. Although we've had quite a few people in the chat. That's a good question, Nikki. He must be busy. Nikki, love your short content though. Oh, I appreciate that, Nikki. Yeah, I try to keep it a fair good mix of like some memes and then also some clips from the stream. So I'm glad you guys enjoy the funny content. I just think like I said, I try to make content that I would want to watch or that I would think is funny. I think it's so funny when people are like, dude, coding's dead, programming is dead, developers like that whole I'm just so tired of that conversation. Arian Chowder, D Nikki, goodness gracious. Don't cry, brother. Steven is an expert in butchering Indian names. Yeah, sometimes I do butcher, and I apologize. Yeah, I do. I mean, I do try to make a good effort to say people's name correctly, but sometimes I fail. As Azim is so kind to. This Azim is so kind to point out. Let's see, Pigeon. I sent you a short story of my relativity course back in uni time. Okay, I'll go check it out. Oliver, my brother suggested I ask AI to write my code for me because I'm just starting to learn. I refuse. Well, Oliver, you've come to the right place because I have a similar feeling about that. Like, I honestly, I could give two shits about the state of AI and its relation to coding. A lot of people seem to be worried about it because of their jobs, and I just like writing code and writing programming in general. So regardless of how good AI gets at it, I'm gonna still do it. And if there isn't any work to be found in that area, I don't care. I'll just go learn something else and get another job doing something else, like I've done 4 times already. So change is the only constant in this world, and if that freaks you out, I don't know if there's anything I can do for you there. Pigeon, 32 viewers, GG. Feels like growing a child. Nikki Stevens cooking today. Me, yeah. The vibe coding. Nikki actually started vibe coding, didn't you? Oliver. Like, AI is cool, but if I don't understand what it's doing, how can I debug it or fix it? Totally agree, Oliver. Totally agree. Completely agree with you. And I think that's what people who are finding out who are using it to build anything that is moderately complex. And I also agree with what Pablo said, where like there's nothing that says you can't learn about AI. There's nothing that says you can't incorporate AI into your set of tools. But I agree with you, Oliver. Like, you definitely want to be able to fact check the AI. Pigeon, yeah, man. Some people don't program just for money. I only have been doing open source stuff lately. Yeah, I mean, I literally have never programmed for money. I mean, I have to take that back now a little bit because now I do get paid to write automated tests. But yeah, I mean, when I started programming and coding, it had nothing to do with getting paid. It purely had to do with an interest, and then that interest turned into an enjoyment, and that enjoyment has turned into a really fun hobby. Amen. Yo. Hello, Amen. I think this is the first time I've seen you in our chat, so thanks for stopping in, man. Appreciate you. Nikki, kinda, but left it in the first 30 minutes. So much airs. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you gave it a try, because I have yet to give it a try. Pablo recommended giving Claude Code a try, because I'm using NeoVim in the terminal. He thought that might be kind of interesting to experiment with, so I am going to give that a try at some point. And I do pay for Copilot, so I kind of feel like I should also give agent mode a try. So at some point, I'll fiddle with those things. Pigeon, yeah, that story's pretty crazy, man. Thanks for sharing it in Discord. Let's see. At Steven, exactly. When you see people use stuff you make and contribute, that's the feeling you can't buy. Gotta go. Got on Go Magazine X page. Oh, that's cool, man. Yeah, it is cool. It is cool. Cool to see people use your stuff. Pablo, can you agent mode in Vim? I don't think so, Pablo, but I haven't looked into it enough to know. Yeah, well, I guess what Pigeon said. I mean, I maybe someone's already wrote a plugin for NeoVim. I don't even know. I just know that the agent mode is supposed to allow Copilot to be a little bit more cursor-like within VS Code. Is how I consumed that information and put it in my brain, and I just haven't gone back to it to actually experiment with it. But it sounds like Nikki has tried a lot of AI-powered editors at this point, so he probably knows much more than I do. Yeah. Let's see. Amen. I entered Discord and everyone said Eid. What do they mean by Eid? What do you mean? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Hold on, let me look. I don't see that in Discord, but yeah, I'm not sure what you're talking about, Eamon. Pablo, I trust the InVim community, not GitHub though. Nice. Disoriented, hello Steven. Hello Disoriented, good to see you again, man. Thanks for hanging out during my workout yesterday. That was nice of you. Disoriented, what time is it there? It is 11:10 a.m. on Monday morning. We are just getting the work week started. Oh, nice. Yeah, Nikki, thanks for sharing, man. Appreciate it. Pablo, I pay for Super Maven, but use Cursor nowadays. Oh, interesting. A lot of people seem to be moving towards Cursor. I haven't tried it. I just feel like I'm not ready for another editor's change at this point. I mean, the whole NeoVim thing was a pretty big change for me at the beginning of this year, and I'm gonna keep riding that wave for the moment. Honestly, I feel like if at this point, if I didn't stick with NeoVim as my main editor, I would probably go back to VS Code and I would just add Vim motions to it. Sogo, the lean green coding machine is live. Hello, Sogo. How are you, man? I wouldn't say lean. If you've watched any of my workout streams, then you probably know that I'm definitely not lean. But today I am green, but no coding at the moment. I'll be coding some this afternoon probably. I'm gonna try to keep working through those Go tutorials that I've been doing. Let's see, Pigeon. In VS Code, Vim mode, Control plus D just deletes the line. That's the deal breaker. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I haven't actually tried setting up. I mean, I tried it, and then I installed the Vim plugin, and then a bunch of my native VS Code shortcuts stopped working. So then I was like, oh, this is going to be a little bit more involved configuration. So once I have a little bit more patience, I'm gonna revisit that. I do want to try out St1E had recommended to me Zed, but Zed doesn't have a Windows version yet. So when that does get a Windows version, I would like to try that. Nikki, no problem. I have an idea for the people on your Discord, but obviously it's going to be yours or given to you. No, I mean, Nikki, it's your idea, man. I mean, the Discord is not really... I mean, it's my Discord in the sense that I created the server, but the Discord is the communities, right? So feel free to share your ideas, man. Obviously, if things get a little wild, I don't, I might nuke you from the server, but as long as you play nice with others. Pigeon Zed is just VS Code but faster. InVim is like 100 times faster. Yeah, but doesn't Zed have like... Zed is like... it supports Vim motions out of the box, right? Which was the thing that I kind of liked about it when I was looking at their website. But I could be wrong. Amen. Okay. Well, Amen, that's kind of sus because... oh, you said you asked GPT. I was going to say it was sus because you asked what it was, and then... I don't see that. I don't know what Discord you're in, Amen, but I don't see what you're talking about in our Discord. So, you must be someplace else. Victor, what's up, Walter? What's up, Victor? How you doing, man? I apologize. My live's probably only up for another 15-ish minutes, so apologies for you coming in a little later here. It's the same thing as VS Code Vim mode. Oh, okay, very cool. Well, I definitely want to try it still. But yeah, at some point, I don't know. Like, I don't know how long I'll stick with NeoVim, or maybe I'll always do some stuff in NeoVim, but I think if I did have to drop and go back to a different editor, it would probably just be VS Code again. Victor, no worries. It's my fault. Oh, no, yeah, you don't have to apologize, man. I just always feel bad sometimes because I don't stream for real long amounts of time, usually an hour or so at a time. So I always feel bad when people show up and I'm like, see ya! Let's see, Nikki, yeah, I get it, but it's more of a website for the community, but obviously it's for you. Nikki. You're an odd fella. But yeah, we appreciate you sharing. I mean, I appreciate anything anybody shares with us to take a look at that they built. So few people actually build things and like deploy them. Like tons of people say like, "Oh, I'm building X, I'm building Y. I have this really cool thing that I've created." But there's such a small percentage of people who will actually build something, say they built something, and then actually get it to a place where they will actually share it in a usable way with other people. And so I have big respect for people who do that. Victor, no, see Pigeon, turn on notification. Disoriented. It's not good for beginners. If you are using VS Code and want to migrate to NeoVim, first install Vim. Oh yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, Pablo's advice is probably the best advice. I just went full send on the whole Vim experience. Although I did use a website called Vim Adventures to practice like Vim motions a little bit. But yeah, it was a little rough going there to be productive without having practiced any amount of Vim usage before. Man, it's crazy how it's crazy all the chat we've had today. It's pretty wild. Appreciate you guys. There's Steve1E has entered the chat. Pablo, you are too good. No, I'm really not. It's funny. Sometimes when I'm working in NeoVim, I actually hit caps lock, and it's like the world ended. Trying to figure out what the hell I've done wrong. What's up, Steve1E? Good to see you, man. Actually, people were asking. They were like, Where's Steve1E at? I think Nikki asked that earlier. Good to see you, man. Pigeon, can you share your NVim config? If you miss VS Code, you're probably doing something wrong in NeoVim. I don't miss Neo. I don't. Sorry, Pigeon, if that came across like I miss VS Code. It's not that I necessarily miss VS Code. It's just I was just saying if I ever do like decide to take a break or move away from NeoVim, I would probably go back to VS Code. I mean, VS Code is just a wonderful editor, in my opinion. And the other thing I love about VS Code is I really think a lot about the team behind it. And sometimes that means a lot to me. Like the humans that make the things that I use mean something to me. Pigeon, here's my NeoVim config if you're interested. I'll put it in the chat. This is my NeoVim config. Let's see, Steve1E, I'm doing well. Saitama, what's your job about? My job is a quality engineer, Saitama. So mostly I do automated and manual testing for a web application. Steve1E, oh nice, you finished your weather app. That's awesome, dude. Way to go. I guess the front end's probably what took you more time than the other projects, huh? Got to fiddle with the styling. Every time you get CSS involved, add 2 weeks to the timeline. Let's see, I sent something for you on Discord. I'll add a readme later. It's all about the quality. If you really want to try Zed. Oh yes, this is Pablo, thank you for reminding me about Zed, because Steve1E had told me I needed to use Scoop to install it. So I don't have to wait on there to be a Windows version of it. I just need to use Scoop to install it. I keep forgetting that. Pigeon, thank you. What's your terminal emulator? I use PowerShell. I use Windows Terminal and I use PowerShell. But Pigeon, really don't waste any time on my configuration because I'm happy with where it is. So I'm not looking for anybody to go in and fiddle with it. So I don't want you to waste a bunch of time trying to screw with it, and me not maybe do anything with what you spend your time on. So just full disclosure. Yeah, Nikki, I don't see anything you sent, but let's see, Steven. Yeah, man, I would love to see Steven. Once you get your weather app, I mean, screenshots will work, but if you get it to a place where we can look at it, I'd love to look at it. Disoriented Optimus Prime. Oh, because Aiden edits Ask Name a Car for an edit, yeah. Oh, have you guys seen the clip of the guy that does the voice for Optimus Prime? That's like, he tells the story about like how he came up with that voice. It's so good. It's so good. Steve1E, hold on, I'll publish EXE on releases. Oh, nice, very cool. Oh yeah, Steve1E, don't rush, man. Don't rush. Just, if you get it to a place where we can look at it, I'd love to see it. Pigeon, alright, just quick note. You have LSP0 and LSP config. You can load 0 first and then never... You load 0 first and never use it. That does mess it up. Oh. Well, that's very appreciative. Yeah, if you see any errors like that, Pigeons, send them on over my way. Because I cobbled it... A lot of it's cobbled together, right? So, like, it's Typecraft. I put together most of it from the Typecraft dev videos. So yeah, if you see anything like that, for sure, call it out. Although, where do I use LSP0? Where do you see that at? What file? Yeah, I don't know if you're Pigeon. I don't think you're looking at the right I don't think you're looking at the right NeoVim config. I don't have LSP0 in my configs. Top level init. I don't have I don't know what you're... Let's see. Yeah, send a link to the GitHub line level. Just give me a permalink to where you see that, because I don't see that. Like when I grep my files, my NeoVim config files, I don't even come up with. I can't even find a reference to the word zero. Steven, take a look at Discord code. Let's see. Oh man, your UI looks great, dude. I love the card. I think your card looks wonderful, dude. That's a really nice design. Thank you for sharing that, Stewie. I love the picture. Yeah, that's wonderful, dude. 10 out of 10. You said you weren't you? Did you tell me that you don't have good ideas for front end? But I mean, this looks great, dude. Yeah, I see what. Hey, Pigeon, I see what you sent me, but I don't understand what you're talking about there, bro. Because there's no reference. There's no reference to LSP0. Maybe you're misreading that file. I mean, all that does is it makes sure that I have lazy local, and then it warns me if it clones it. You initialize lazy setup shouldn't really work. I don't know how you managed. Well, that file, that init.lua file, that came from that Typecraft course. So, I that's literally almost like a copy paste of what Typecraft dev has. So. You should take that up with him. But it has nothing to do with what you said. With your statement is completely incorrect. You said I was using LSP0 and LSP config, and I'm not. All that file does is it makes sure that lazy's cloned locally. That's all it does. And then it requires lazy. It sets up my plugins, sets up Vim options. But yeah, I would Pigeon if you have questions about that file, I would take it up with Typecraft. Pigeon, yeah, you are. No, I'm literally not. I'm literally not. Pablo, I have to go. Good luck with the rest of the stream. See you, Pablo. Have a good day. And actually, I need to. Pablo had good timing because that's yeah, we're coming up on an hour live. Pablo Pigeon at PR with comment. Yeah, that would be wonderful. Yeah, just if you see an issue that thinks you need to be corrected, yeah, open a PR. You're so smart, Pablo. Pigeon, dude. Yeah, you. I don't know. Maybe Pigeon. We're talking past each other because. So in a Lua. In Lua, a is like an array. Okay. I hear you. Steve Winnie, are you gonna be live again? Yeah, I will. About 2:00 ish, I think. Yeah, 2:00 ish. I'll be live again. Yeah, I guess Pigeon, we just have different. I don't know, because it works just fine doing that. Return a table of tables. You can do that. That's valid. That's valid. See you, Nikki. Have a good day. But yeah, I mean, if you think there's an issue with my config, Pigeon, feel free to open a PR with whatever change you think I need to make. But it works fine for me. And again, it doesn't address your original comment, which the original critique you had on the configuration was that I was loading 2 different LSP plugins or something and not using one. And yeah, so I mean, I appreciate you taking a look at it, man, but I think I'm good. All right, guys. That's going to do it for this morning's stream. I'll be back later, about 2 p.m. CST on my lunch break. And I think at that point, I'm just going to work on learning more Go. So. All right, guys. I hope you guys have a good rest of your Monday. If it's already Tuesday for you, I hope you have a good rest of your Tuesday. And if I don't see you again this afternoon, then I'll see you some other time. Pigeon, oh yeah, about the LSP0, I misread it. Oh, okay, yeah, there you go. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, I'm not aware that you can't return a table of tables as a plugin. That's based on my understanding of how you configure it. That's an okay thing to do. But all right, yeah, see you guys. Y'all have a nice rest of your day. Bye, guys.